how was the market in October? Stick around to find out. Hi, I'm Garrett Verbakel with Century 21 Heritage House. The number of residential sales in October was down compared to 2016, but above the 5-year average. And we're still ahead year to date of the benchmark set in 2016, and looks like we're on pace to continue that trend to the end of this year. That being said, the average price of residential property increased 11.7% to $454,398. Detached homes averaged around $540,000, apartment condos averaged around $250,000, townhomes averaged $350,000, and semis $355,000. Many I know view the market through a short lens, what has happened last month or earlier this year, but when you consider how long you typically commit to when purchasing a property, 25-year mortgage, you should be thinking longer term. Look at these graphs to see what I mean. Here you have the average detached sale prices over the past 3 years, 2015, 2016, and 2017. You can see a steady increase over the course of time, rising up to its peak in the hot market we had this past spring, seeing a little bit of a lull and an increase back in October. Keep this in mind depending on the period of time you're looking at stats. If you're looking at it over the course of 3 years, you can see the steady increase in time. However, when you switch to a yearly view, it looks like we had a pretty steady year, with a little bit of a lull in the summer, but relatively in the same range. So keep in mind, if you're looking at it over the course of time, being a short span like this or a long span like the 3 years I showed you, you may see different trends. Take, for example, apartment condos over the course of 3 years. You can see them fluctuating either side of the 250 mark, where it was lower than that prior to 2017, a big spike through the middle of the year, and now we're hovering right back around that 250 mark. So keep that in mind again. The apartment condo seems to hold pretty steady around 2 to 250 over the course of 3 years. Not much of an increase, but not much of a decrease, where detached homes had a significant change. And here we are looking at the semi-detached changes over time. Notice a lack of statistics in 2015, but through 2016 and into the hot spring in 2017, we can see a steady increase and a bit of fluctuation holding around the 350 mark. Again, a great example showing you the change over a longer period of time versus a shorter period of time. Whereas right here, looking at average prices just in 2017, you can see a little bit of fluctuation, but not overly drastic. If I were to change the scale of this, the change from September to October could be made to look very big, but over the course of a year, it isn't. This is what I mean when I say think about how long you are viewing statistics. If you are planning on living there for a long period of time, you will see a long period of fluctuations. If you are living there a short period of time, you may see very drastic or very minimal fluctuations. So think about what you need to get out of your property and contemplate the statistics from there. Many are also rushing to complete deals by the end of the year to avoid running afoul of the new mortgage rules coming into effect in 2018. More on that next week. If I can answer any further questions on the state of the market, please don't hesitate to reach out. Also, my monthly newsletter will be going out later today. Make sure you're signed up. If you haven't already, go to the link below and you can find a sign-up form. See you next week.